This call is now being recorded.
Good afternoon. Today we will complete this pressure vessel design project. Now last time I will take overview. This was our problem. They asked us to design the pressure vessel. Therefore, based on this data, we have designed the shell. We have designed shell thickness. Then we have found out different types of stresses. Then we have designed the head, flanged and shallow dished head. Therefore, today we will see flange design. Today we will see flange design. Therefore, flange design. Therefore, the flange is made of carbon steel. Write down the flange is made of carbon steel. STEEL. Flange is made of carbon steel with a stainless steel lining with a stainless steel lining that is it is the raised face in the form of a ring in the form of a ring. A flat asbestos gasket of a flat asbestos gasket of 1200 internal diameter, 1200 internal diameter, and 1200 1240 external diameter, external diameter, and 3 thickness, and 3 thickness is used to cover is used to cover the raised face, the raised face. Therefore, gasket factor, gasket factor is equal to m is equal to 2 minimum design seating stress, minimum design seating stress, seating stress ya is equal to 11.2 Newton per mm². Therefore, basic gasket width we can get basic gasket width is equal to B naught is equal to 1 by 2 1240 minus 1200 divided by 2, which is equal to 10 mm. Therefore B naught is equal to 10 mm. Therefore effective gasket width is given by effective gasket width is equal to B is equal to 2.5 into square root of B naught, which is equal to 2.5 into square root of 10, which is equal to 7.9 mm. Now the minimum boat load for atmospheric condition. Now we will calculate different types of loads. The minimum bolt load for atmospheric condition, Wm1 is equal to Ag into Ya, which is equal to pi b into capital G into Ya, where B is equal to effective gasket width. B is equal to effective gasket width. Capital G is equal to diameter of gasket load reaction. Diameter of gasket load reaction. Ya is equal to gasket sitting stress. Gasket sitting stress. G is equal to G. We have to calculate diameter of gasket load reaction, that is nothing but 1240 plus 1200 divided by 2, which is equal to 1220 mm. Therefore we will calculate Wm1. Wm1 is equal to pi into 7.9 into 1220 into 11.2. Therefore Wm1 is equal to, we are getting it as 3,40,000 Newton. Now we will calculate Wm2, that is load at operating condition. Load at operating condition. Wm2 is equal to Ag into Yp plus AH into P. AH into P. Therefore, which is equal to pi into 2B into G into M into P plus AH means pi by 4 G square P. Pi by 4 G square. Which is equal to pi into 2 into 7.9 into 1220 into M. M is gasket factor, which is equal to 2 into pressure 0.33 plus pi by 4 into 1220 square into 0.33. Therefore, WM2 we are getting it as 4,24,000. 4,24,000 Newton. Now we will design bolt. Therefore, cross section of bolt. Cross section of bolt AM1 is equal to WM1 upon FA and AM2 FB, where FA is equal to permissible tensile stress in bolts under atmospheric conditions. Permissible tensile stress in bolts under atmospheric conditions. Under atmospheric conditions, which is equal to 5870 Newton per mm square. FB permissible tensile stress permissible tensile stress in bolts under operating conditions. Therefore, which is equal to equal 5 Newton per meter square. Therefore, we will calculate now AM1. AM1 is equal to, therefore AM1 is equal to 3,40,000 divided by 5870, which is equal to 57.9 Newton per mm square. AM2 is equal to 4,24,000 divided by 5450, which is equal to 77.8 Newton per, sorry, this is area of cross section there. And these stresses they are given in Newton per centimeter square. Therefore, these areas we are getting in centimeter square. Now, therefore, number of bolts. Therefore, number of bolts is equal to 1220 divided by 10 into 2.5 is equal to 49. Therefore, we will write, therefore use 48 volts. Therefore, we will find out now diameter of bolt. Diameter of bolt is equal to square root of AM2 divided by 48 into 4 divided by pi, which is equal to 77.8 divided by 48 into 4 divided by pi. Therefore, diameter of the bolt we are getting it as 1.435 centimeter. Diameter of bolt. Therefore, we will write down since diameter of bolt is this much, that is, which is equal to 14.35 mm. Therefore, we will write down use M18 bolts. Use M18 means the diameter of the bolt, that is major diameter of the bolt is 18 mm. Therefore, its pitch diameter is equal to pitch diameter is equal to 16.376 mm. Minor diameter is equal to minor diameter is equal to 14.480 mm. Now we will calculate actual area of bolt. Therefore, actual area of bolt is equal to pi by 4 into 16.376 square plus 14.48 square divided by 2 into 100 into 48. Therefore, which is equal to 90 centimeter square. Actual area of bolt is equal to 90 centimeter square. Therefore, we will calculate next area, that is AB. Therefore, this AB is equal to 2 pi into YA into G into N divided by FA. Therefore, for bolts FA they have given, FA is equal to 58.7 Newton per mm square. N is equal to 20. G is equal to 1220 mm. YA is equal to 11.2 Newton per mm square. Therefore, AB is equal to 2 pi divided by 58.7 into 1220 into 11.2 into 20. Therefore, AB is equal to 292 centimeter square. 292 centimeter square. Therefore, the bolt area suggested is satisfactory. The bolt area. Therefore, the bolt area suggested is satisfactory. Now we will calculate pitch of bolts. We will calculate pitch of bolts. Therefore, pitch of bolts is equal to 4.75 into 18 is equal to 85.6 mm. Now pitch circle diameter. Pitch circle diameter B is equal to 85.6 into 48 divided by pi, which is equal to 1310 mm, or therefore outside or B is equal to pitch circle diameter B is equal to outside diameter of gasket, outside diameter OD of gasket plus 2 into diameter of bolt plus 12 mm. Therefore, B is equal to OD of gasket 1240 plus 2 into 18 plus 12, which is equal to 1278 mm. Therefore, outside diameter of flange, outside diameter of flange is equal to pitch circle diameter, pitch circle diameter plus 2 into diameter of bolt, which is equal to 1278 plus 2 into 18, which is equal to 1314 mm. 1314 mm. Now we'll find out flange thickness. This is outside diameter of flange. Now we'll find out flange thickness. Flange thickness. TF. Now formula of TF is given by TF is equal to G into square root of P divided by K into F plus C, where K is equal to 1 divided by 0.3 plus 1.5 Wm into Hg divided by H into G, where G is equal to diameter of gasket load reaction. I will write down where G is equal to diameter of gasket, diameter of gasket. P is equal to design pressure, P is equal to design pressure. F is equal to permissible stress, F is equal to permissible stress. B is equal to bolt circle diameter, bolt circle diameter. C is equal to corrosion allowance, Wm is equal to total bolt load, total bolt load. Hg is equal to, this formula is there, B minus G divided by 2, and H is equal to total hydrostatic end force, which is equal to pi by 4 G square P, hydrostatic force, hydrostatic force. Therefore, we will calculate first of all value of K. Value of K is equal to 1 divided by 0.3 plus 1.5 into 4,24,000 into 1310 minus 1220 divided by 2 divided by pi by 4 into 1220 square into 0.33 into 1220. Therefore, value of K we are getting it as 2.74. By doing calculation, we are getting it as 2.74. Now we will calculate flange thickness TF. Therefore, flange thickness TF is equal to 1220 into square root of 0.33 divided by 2.74 into 95.2. Therefore, TF is equal to 48 mm. TF is equal to 48 mm. And now last part it is remained, that is nozzle reinforcement design. Nozzle reinforcement design. Last part, nozzle. Sorry. Nozzle reinforcement. Reinforcement design. Therefore, nozzle is provided on the head. Nozzle is provided on the head. Now, internal design pressure. Internal design pressure. Internal design pressure is equal to 0.33 Newton per mm square. Now we'll calculate nozzle thickness. Therefore, minimum nozzle thickness. Minimum nozzle thickness Tn is equal to P into Di divided by 2F into efficiency minus P. Minus P, which is equal to 0.33 into 150 divided by 2 into 130 into 1 minus 0.33. Therefore, Tn is equal to 0.189 mm. Now, since the material is stainless steel, no corrosion allowance is required. Therefore, you can write down no corrosion allowance is required. No corrosion allowance since the material is stainless steel. Since the material is stainless steel. Therefore, actual thickness actual thickness is equal to Tn is equal to 3 mm. Now we will calculate maximum horizontal distance. Maximum horizontal distance for compensation. Maximum horizontal distance for compensation. For compensation, that is AB is equal to 2D. D means diameter of the nozzle, which is equal to 2 into 150, which is equal to AB is equal to 300 mm. Now maximum vertical distance for compensation. Maximum vertical distance. Vertical distance for compensation. AD is equal to 6 times thickness, which is equal to 6 into 2.66, which is equal to 15.96 mm. Why we have taken, since TS is equal to Tn, which is equal to 2.66 mm. Therefore, area of compensation. Area of compensation. Area of compensation is equal to D into TS, which is equal to 150 into 2.66 is equal to 400 mm square. Therefore, first now, area of compensation provided by the head. Area of compensation. Compensation provided by the head. Provided by the head. Provided by the head. AS is equal to D into bracket TS minus TS dash minus C, which is equal to 150 into 3 minus 2.66, which is equal to 51 mm square. Second, area of compensation provided by the nozzle. Area of compensation provided by the nozzle. Therefore, A naught is equal to 2 into H1 into Tn minus Tn dash minus C, where H1 is equal to height of effective compensation in branch wall external to vessel measured from outside surface of compensation height ring or vessel wall. Therefore, H1 is given by 2 into 2.5 into 3 into 3 minus 0.189. Therefore, A naught is equal to 42 mm square. And now third, the nozzle does not project inside the vessel. The nozzle does not project inside the vessel. Therefore, H2 is equal to 0. Therefore, A1 is equal to 0. Therefore, AS plus A naught plus A1 is equal to 51 plus 42 plus 0 is equal to 93 mm square. Therefore, area of compensation required is equal to, therefore, area of compensation required is equal to 400 minus 93, which is equal to 307 mm square. Therefore, this can be provided by a ring of 260 mm outside diameter and 156 mm inside diameter. Therefore, write down, this can be provided by a ring of 260 mm OD, 156 mm ID, and here mm should be there, and 3 mm thick and 3 mm thickness. Therefore, area of compensation by ring, area of compensation by ring is equal to 260 minus 156 into 3, which is equal to 312 mm square. Therefore, this is satisfactory. This is satisfactory. Therefore, your write-up, this much is the write-up. Now we will see the drawings. I will show you the drawings. Now see that this is the assembly of the pressure vessel. This is the assembly of the pressure vessel. This part is known as shell of the pressure vessel. This towards left side and towards right side, this is known as flanged and shallow dished head. This is known as nozzle. B part is known as nozzle. Different parts are there. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, G, H. Then I, it is not there. J, K, L. These different parts are there. This is the assembly of the pressure vessel drawing. You have to draw this diagram. Then details are there. These are the details. See that A means inlet nozzle, B means outlet nozzle. Here A is there. A means inlet nozzle. This is inlet nozzle. B means outlet nozzle. C means hand hole. Where is C? This is the C. This is hand hole. D means side glass. Where is D? D. This is the side glass. Glass is always there on the pressure vessel. A, B, C, D. Then the G is there. G is nothing but light glass. H is nothing but thermo well. J is nothing but coil inlet. K is nothing but coil outlet. L is nothing but support bracket. I is nothing but cover joint. H is nothing but coil support details. Therefore, these are the details now. This is 1, 2, A, B, C, D, G. This is known as reaction vessel H. This is the this is the H. This is L. This is J and K. These are the detailed drawings. Now please wait. I will write your attendance. Your this design project is completed. Please wait. Don't leave. Teachers. Okay, your design project is completed. Now we will stop here. I will share this handwritten notes and these drawings in study material. We will stop here. Your practical is also completed. Now in next lecture, that is tomorrow, I will provide you 5 assignments, maybe 1 page write up. Therefore you have to write 5 to 6 pages. Therefore thank you very much.